Hey everyone, how are you? Are you ready to be fired up? Because I sure am. Today we're going to be talking about how to overcome the non-productivity bug. How do we get ourselves to start taking action? So I don't know about you, but I am ready to be fired up. So sit back, get tight, and let's get ready to get fired up. Hi, everybody. Okay, so how do we fight the non-productivity bug? Now, I have to tell you, I hear this all the time from people. They're just like, Krista, I just can't seem to get started. I can't seem to just get, to take action. I feel like I'm just kind of in a slump. And especially with COVID and everything that's happening, I just can't seem to get excited about life. And I'm just stuck. I'm stuck, right? Or I hear all the time that they're not productive and they will, have all these goals and these plans and these things they want to get done. And by the end of the day or the end of the week, they look back and they feel like they've gotten nothing accomplished. So let's kind of figure out tools and strategies that I've learned over the years. And I've actually helped thousands of people, yes, thousands of people be able to learn how to be productive and how to actually get things done. And here's a really big hint. And everyone needs to kind of just listen up. Are you ready? You just have to start. Okay. I know that sounds super, super simple, but it's not very easy, but it's really, really true. You just have to start. Number one, to get productive, we have to start. I'll give you a good example. So my husband and I, by the way, I have got the most amazing husband. I just sent him the text message today, just like thanking him for being the most amazing husband in the entire world. So appreciative of him. And he brings so much joy to my life. But a couple months ago, we were kind of going through a slump, right? Like, how sometimes when you're married, you kind of go through the ups and downs. And I don't know about you, but I'm normal. At times, my husband and I have a little bit of our ups and downs. And usually it's up. I'm kind of realizing that we usually have about 3 good months. And then we have like a 2 weeks where I'm like, man, I can't stand him kind of a deal, right? And then it passes. But during the time a couple months ago, we were sort of kind of having a little bit of a rough patch. It was lasting longer than normal. And so one thing I noticed was that I had been on social media a lot and it was kind of bothering him. And so social media is part of my business. I have to be on social media. I know how much it helps my business and it helps me really get in front of my audience. But it was kind of causing a little bit of an issue and a problem in our marriage. So I took a couple months off. I mean, literally, I took about 90 days off on social media. I wasn't doing as many Facebook Lives. I wasn't doing as many just showing people about my life. I wasn't doing as many Instagram or any of that. And I kind of got off of the habit of utilizing social media. And it's a very, very important aspect and part of my business. So getting back into it was a little bit difficult. I mean, I was like, man, I just can't seem to get motivated and it's just tough. And so I had to just start. I had to just start doing it again. And so that made me realize a couple things. Number one is that no matter how good you are at something, when you stop doing it, it can very quickly, old habits die hard. You can start start settling into things that aren't really healthy for you. And it can be difficult to get started back in those positive habits. Now, I know that some people are saying, well, social media is not positive. Well, you're right. In a lot of ways, it's not. But when you are a producer of social media and not so much a consumer of it, and you utilize it to enhance your business, it can be very, very powerful. And so I had stopped using it and thus I didn't get in the habit of it and I was just having a difficult time getting started again. So I had to really, really change my mindset around social media. I had to tell myself that I can do this and I love social media and I would do it first thing in the morning and I would get up in the morning and I would get dressed and get ready, put my makeup on, do my hair. And what I found is that when I do that, I have a much more productive day. Number one, I feel better about myself. I feel like I look better. I'm more confident on video. I'm more confident on social media and I post more. So one thing to do is number one, just start. Number two is to get up in the morning and get ready and get dressed. Pretend like you are going to a normal 9-to-5 job. Now, many of us are working from home now. Now, working from home can be a little difficult because sometimes we forget to brush our teeth or to take a shower. I'm just kidding. But we're not doing those normal things that we used to do. Many people are sleeping in now. They're not exercising. They're not getting up and showering and doing their hair and putting their makeup on. Get up every single day and put your makeup on, put your hair gel in, do the things that you used to do as if you were going to the office. The more that you can keep your routine in life right now with everything that we have going on as normal and consistent as possible, the better. I cannot tell you, I still get up every single day at 5 a.m. Every day at 5 a.m. I get up, I go out into my front yard at 5:15 and I work out for 1 hour Monday through Sunday. I usually work out Monday through Friday, but I'm doing this crazy challenge right now. So I have to do it 2 times a day, 7 days a week. It's crazy. Every day I get up and I work out. Even before the challenge, I was working out 5 days a week. And I get up at 5 a.m. I go do my workout. I come back. I take a shower. I get dressed. I get ready. I put my makeup on and I go into work as if it's a normal work day. And my boss is there checking the timer and making sure I'm showing up. Are you wanting a kickstart on your business and you want to learn how to be the go-to professional in your industry? Well, guess what? I've got a challenge for you. It's 5 days of coaching. It's brand new. Just go to KristaMashore.com/client conversion. That's KristaMashore.com/client conversion. And you'll get a training with me for 5 straight days that's going to help kickstart you as the go-to professional in your industry. So sign up and I'll see you there. Show up and start. Okay, that's tip number 1. Show up, keep to your normal routines as much as possible. We are going to be in this situation, this scenario that we're in right now for a long time. And I don't mean to be negative in any way, right? But when you are somebody who is, there's a pessimist and there's an optimist. You can be optimistic, but also a realist. In fact, there's a book that was written about realistic optimism. And it found that people that were realistic, but also optimistic about their outcomes in life and what was happening, they were more successful. So us being optimistic and realistic about what our future holds. Well, bottom line is, according to all the research, COVID's going to be around for a while, right? Life as we know it is no longer ever going to be the same again. It's just not. Life as we know it is no longer going to be the same. Many people are going to start working from home now. We're still going to have to do social distancing for a while. So the more that we can keep to our normal traditions, our normal routines, the more likely that we're going to be normal, okay? So to kick the productivity bug, if you're having issues, I want you to start getting up and trying to live your day as if it were a normal day. Number 1, okay? I want you to get dressed and take a shower and brush your teeth and put your gel on and your makeup on and put your cute clothes on and go to work. Even if it means you're just going into the next room or going into your closet, right? I'm in my closet, right? Go and do that. Even if nobody else is going to see you. If you are listening to this podcast, many of you are local businesses, you're local professionals. You need to use video. You need to show up on social media. If you look better, you're more likely to do it, right? Also, I want you to work on utilizing your daily sheet. If you'd like to get a copy of your daily sheet, go to getkristasbook.com. Go to getkristasbook.com and you'll get resources to a free copy of my digital book. And in there, there's a resource section with over $2,000 worth of free resources that you can access. And there's a daily sheet on there. And we teach you how to do things like visualize your day and how to read your manifesto and how to write down 6 things that you're grateful for and how to write out 6 things that you're going to complete for the day. We work on your mindset on that daily sheet and we celebrate our successes. All of those things are conducive to you getting more done. Just by you writing something down, you're 6 times more likely to do something when you write it down by writing out your goals for the day and what you want to complete just for that day and putting the hardest thing first. You're so much more likely to actually do it, right? And so here's the thing. The things that we talk about on that daily sheet are very, very simple, but they're not always easy, right? Meaning it's simple activities to visualize your day and to show gratitude and to all these things, but they're not simple. People don't take the time to do them, right? Or I'm saying it wrong. They're simple, but they're not easy. I'm saying that completely. They're simple. They're simple strategies, but it's not always easy. It's not always easy for us to change our lifestyle. It's not easy for us to give that 15 minutes, even though it's only 15 minutes, right? It's a simple, easy strategy that you're going to do. Simple strategy, but it's not easy to complete. My brain needs some food, but so it's a very simple strategy, but it's not always easy to do. But once you start implementing new strategies and being committed to yourself, being committed to actually making a change and being productive and trying new things that are going to help you really, really be more productive, get more done, you'll be amazed at what can happen. We teach people on that daily sheet on how to use the Pomodoro Technique, right? If you want 16 more hours in a day, utilize the Pomodoro Technique. The Pomodoro Technique is just setting 25-minute increments and doing 4 of those in a row, taking a 3 to 5 minute break in between each 25-minute increment and just focusing on one thing during that 25 minutes. You don't check text messages. You don't look at every single email. You just work on that one thing. And if you get distracted, you write it down, go back to that one thing. You're going to save 16 hours in your work week. You're going to be more productive. You're going to get more done. Now, that's a very simple thing to do, but it's not easy because we are not conditioned and accustomed to doing it. We haven't created habit yet around changing what we're doing. So everyone, you have to understand something, just like I do. In order to see true change in your business and in your life, you have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to quit giving the excuses of why you can't do things and start saying why you can. You have to really understand that we're in a situation right now that's probably going to be here for quite some time. It's not going to change. Are you wanting a kickstart on your business and you want to learn how to be the go-to professional in your industry? Well, guess what? I've got a challenge for you. It's 5 days of coaching. It's brand new. Just go to KristaMashore.com/client conversion. That's KristaMashore.com/client conversion. And you'll get a training with me for 5 straight days that's going to help kickstart you as the go-to professional in your industry. So sign up and I'll see you there. Immediate changes in our circumstances. So that means that we have to be the change in our circumstances. We have to be willing to change our circumstances. We have to be willing to change what we're doing in the circumstance that we're in. We can't change what's happening. We can't change our environment in many cases, but we can change how we react to it. We can change our habits, our rituals, our routines. We can start to program ourselves to do things differently to have a different outcome. And really, it is just as simple as that. But getting people to actually do it, I mean, it's just amazing to me. I do this free challenge. In fact, if you go to KristaMashore.com/client conversion, that's KristaMashore.com/client conversion. I do a 5-day challenge where I teach local businesses and professionals, any type of entrepreneur, how to utilize video to dominate their local area. And it's a 5-day challenge. It's live with me. And I will tell you that at the beginning of this challenge, people are so excited. They love it. And it's a darn good challenge, okay? The average person through our challenges has picked up 3 new clients from joining the challenge. It's a great challenge. But people, when they first start, they're excited, they commit, they say they promise they're going to be here in a week. And guess what happens? About 30% of people show up a week later. Why? Because they're more accustomed to their excuses and their lifestyle than they are to making change. Instead of having a little bit of uncomfort and difficulty right now, they're committed to having difficulty and uncomfort for the rest of their life, right? Because they aren't willing to make a change and to adapt and to really, change their circumstance, change how they are adapting to their circumstance, change the environment that they're in, change their behaviors. They're committing. Instead of committing to 5 days of learning something, they'd rather commit to a lifetime of suckiness. That's really the case with so many people, right? So in order for you to see change in your business, you have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to be different, to make a change, to do something different in your business. Just learning and listening is not going to be enough. You have to be willing to implement. And that means that it's not going to always be easy. It's going to be a little hard. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. It's going to be a little different. But the more that you do hard, the more that you do uncomfortable, the more that you do different right now, the more that you're not going to have all that bad stuff later, right? So we have to be able to learn to adapt to what we're doing. So I would love to help you with this. One thing I'm really great at is helping people to take action and to get excited and to really, really change their business and their life. All you got to do is go to KristaMashore.com/client conversion. That's KristaMashore.com/client conversion. So you can learn exactly how to utilize video, and I can help you with your mindset so you can start taking action and learn how to use these simple techniques and how to make them easy. Okay, so go there, everyone. I hope this helped. Get up in the morning, get dressed, get your makeup on, put your hair gel in, brush your teeth, stick to your traditions, try to be as routine as possible, show up, walk in the other office as if you're going to work, and just start. Just start. That is tip number 1, okay? And then join the challenge. I'd love to help you. 5 days of coaching live with me. We offer it once a month, and I would love to see you there. And remember, I really appreciate you taking this time to be with me. I know your time is so, so valuable, but listening isn't enough. You got to actually implement. So implementation is where all the true change happens. So go to KristaMashore.com/client conversion, and I will see you live and in person. And thanks so much for being here. And I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.
Hey there, I have a brand new podcast called Fired Up with Krista Mashore, where I bring my high energy right to your ears. This podcast is available on all your favorite podcast platforms. So do me a favor, go subscribe and leave a review. All this information is free and I cannot wait to teach you everything I know. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.